Hello everyone, so today we're going to go through two more examples on how to solve quadratic equations using the factorization method, and then we're going to discover a new one, which is the formally kind of one. So for question 4, this shape has an area of 44 meters square. Find the value of x. So you can see this shape over here. So what does it look like? It looks like, because this side is equal to this side, okay? But if we were to make a split, this would be a square, right? And this is another shape, which is a rectangle. And if you look closely, if this side is equal to this side, then this one is equal to this one, and this one is equal to this one. So this bit over here, yeah, is going to be x. And the other side is going to be x meter, because the total is 2x. I hope you can see it clearly. So this one specifically is going to be x and x plus 3 against x plus 3 for the rectangle, and for the square, all the sides going to be x. So let's treat these x's like we have numbers. So if we want to find the area of a square, we would have the width times, like for any shape. So we're gonna have the width times the length for both the square. This is true for both the square and the rectangle. So let me call the area of the square, okay, is gonna be x times x, which is x squared. And the area of the rectangle, okay, is gonna be x times x plus 3. Okay, let's expand this one. X squared plus 3x. What about the area of the whole shape, okay? So this is the area of the square, area of the rectangle. So the area of the whole shape, okay? The total area, let's call it that. So it's going to be the area of the square, x squared, plus the area of the rectangle, which is x squared plus 3x, right? And that would be equal to 44, right? Because this shape has an area of 44 meters squared. So we found it in terms of x, and we already know that is 44 meters squared. I'm gonna go from here and I'm gonna simplify. So it's gonna be 2x squared plus 3x equal to 44. So 2x squared. So we know when we want to solve a quadratic equation, what we do is that we move everything to the left hand side, and we make it equal to 0. So if I move 44 to the other side, it becomes minus 44, and hence we got an equation in front of us that we have to solve. So let's solve it through one of the methods that we know. I think we can pretty much solve it using the factorization method. Well, we need to identify two numbers that when you multiply them together, it gives you the value of AC. So A is 2 and C is minus 44. So that is minus 88. When you multiply them, it gives you this. And when you add them together, it gives you the value of B, which is 3. So this is A, B, and C, okay? B, which is 3. So I can think of two numbers, easy ones. 11 times minus 8. So let's check that. When you multiply them together, it gives you this. And when you add minus 11 to minus 8, it gives you 3. So that is just in a way to split this in a way that gives you a common factor later, which you will see in a second. So 2x squared plus 11x minus 8x. So if you add these two together, it gives you this. So we've done nothing so far. We only split that. And minus 44. I think it would be better to write minus 8x next to this one, because it's plus 11x minus 44 equal to 0. Okay, so the highest common factor between these two is 2x, x minus 4, okay? Then this one, the highest one is 11, and then we have x minus 4. And as you can see here, we have a common factor, which is x minus 4. So x minus 4 plus, not plus, times 2x plus 11, okay, equals 0. So the solutions are x equal to 4 or 2x plus 11, okay, equal to 0. So the thing is, we cannot consider this solution. Why? Is because if we were to solve it, I need a bit more space over here. So let me this a bit up here and whole thing over there. 1 second. Oh my. Okay. So if I were to solve this one, it will give us, like, if you move 11 to the other side, it's going to give you minus 11, and when you divide by 2, it gives you x equal minus 11 over 2, because the value of x, when we talk about a distance is a positive value. So in the concept of this problem, because we're not solving like arbitrarily, but we're solving in the context of this problem, an area is a positive value, so are the value of the sides. That's why we won't consider this one as a solution, and we only consider x equal 4. So the value of x is 4, okay, on that basis. So it's 4 meter, okay. So that is the value of x. And let's move on to the next one. So solve the equation 5x plus 3 equal to square root 3x plus 7. So I want to get rid of the square root. It's getting in my way. The third over here is getting in my way. So how to do that is there's a way. So I can raise everything to the power of 2 on this side, the left hand side and the right hand side. So this is gonna become 5x plus 3 squared equal 3x plus 7. So here we can deal with this equation. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna expand this one. So I'm gonna try to expand it. So this is gonna become 25x squared, right? Plus 15. Okay, let me do this. So let me write you a rule over here. When you have like these kind of equations, there's an identity that you can use: a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So in my case, a is 5x and b is 3. So that's why I have 25x squared, because 5x is raised to 2. Then 2 times 5x times 3, which is 15, times 2, which is 30x plus 9. Okay, and then this one over here. I'm going to move everything here, so it's going to be minus 3x minus 7, so it's equal to 0, and so I can actually solve the equation, okay? 25x squared plus 30x plus 9 minus 3x minus 7 equal to 0. Okay, now we have to simplify before we solve. 25x squared will stay the same. 30 minus 3x is going to become minus 27x, right? And then 9 minus 7 is going to become plus 2 equal to 0. So we need to think of two numbers that when you multiply them together, it gives you 50. Why 50? A is equal to 50, and because b is equal to 27. So when you multiply them together, it gives you 50, and when you add them together, it gives you 27. So indeed, we have two numbers, 2 and 25, because 2 times 25 is 50, and when you add them is 27. So this is how I'm going to split this one. So it's going to be 25x plus 2x. Again, we just split in this one into in a way that's going to allow us to have a common factor in the next step. So 25x x plus 1 plus 2x plus 1, right? There we go. So factorizing by x plus 1, 25x plus 2 equal to 0. So x plus 1 equal to 0. So then either this one is equal to 0 or 25x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, solving again. So this one is going to be 25x equal to minus 2 or x equal to minus 1. Okay, and this one is x equal to minus 2 over 25. So we divide both sides by 25 so we can isolate x, and hence we solved this equation. So it has two solutions, which are x equal to minus 1 and or x equal to minus 2 over 25. I think I will resume today's lesson at this, and I will cover the formula one in the next one. I shall see you next in the next session, which may be tomorrow. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye.